Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. It's Black Friday. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving because today the markets are finally having a correction. When's the last time we were down 1,000 points? I can't remember what we're down 1,000 points today. Now, is this a buying opportunity? You see, everybody's out in the stores today. They're shopping. They're looking for the sales. Well, the stock market is on sale right now. It's having its own Black Friday. It's having its own sale. But a lot of people don't like to buy stocks when they're on sale. They like to buy them at record highs. They don't like to buy them on the record sale, the pullback. Well, the pullback, the reason they don't like to buy on the pullback is because there could be a bigger pullback coming. Now, yes, that's possible, but now I'm a trader. I jump in and I jump out of the markets. And should this be a buy the dip opportunity? I believe that it should. I believe that the dip should be bought. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. This probably has more to play out next week. We'll see what happens. But yes, this is not the big crash that everybody's expecting. This is not the big free fall of the stock market. When that happens, you're going to see it down 5,000 points, not just 1,000 points. You're going to see the mother of all crashes when that happens. I do not believe that that is what this is. This is just a normal pullback, a little correction, and I do think that the dip will be bought. I think it'll be bought up next week. We'll see if I'm correct on that. Now, today, what I want to talk a little bit about is, what I'm doing today. Okay, so what I did buy today, let's see. Okay, so BITO, that's the new Bitcoin ETF. Bitcoin is down about $5,000 today. I bought a couple of call options at the $35 strike price, playing out for, I don't know, I got a 3-4 weeks on those. But anyways, BITO, I bought the Bitcoin ETF. First time I've ever played this Bitcoin ETF. It's exciting. They got calls. You can buy calls on it. I play the grayscale, the GBTC, but there's no puts and calls on those. So I bought some calls on the BITO today, the Bitcoin ETF. We'll see how those play out. But Bitcoin's down about 5,000. All the cryptocurrencies are getting slammed today. Do I think this is the big mother of all free falls? Do I think this is the crash where they all go to zero? No, I do not. I think they're going to bounce. I think the stock market's going to bounce. We'll see if I'm correct, but that's what my opinion is, and I'll probably start to buy some of the stock market soon. Now, the NASDAQ is only down at its 20-day moving average. That's nothing. It could drop to its 50-day. It could drop all the way down to its 200-day. Now, the IWM has already dropped below its 50-day moving average, and that's probably where I'll start to nibble at the market when I do go in. So I do think the dip should be bought, but probably not till next week. This may have some more to play out. We'll see how that goes. What I want to talk today a little bit about is the real estate market. Okay, now is that going to have a Black Friday sale? Well, the sales aren't there yet. They're really not there yet. There's not much happening in real estate right now. We're into the slow time of year. The slow time of year in real estate's kind of between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Not much going on, not much inventory, but I think the fireworks will start when we hit January. Now, there's no real price discovery in real estate. Now, why do I say that? Well, because real estate, like the stock market, like all the bubbles, are being artificially propped up by the government. The Federal Reserve, they keep interest rates low. Now, interest rates are starting to go up. Now, what is this going to do to the housing market? It's going to have that sale I'm talking about. When interest rates go up, houses go on sale. You see, people cannot afford to buy homes at these prices. As a matter of fact, you got 52% of young adults, they live at home with their parents. They can't move out. They can't buy a house. Average price of a house is over $350,000 right now. Now, what's happening in the market? Well, in the market right now, investors are buying homes, and a lot of these investors are corporations like BlackRock and Blackstone. That depends on the area. Investors don't like to buy $2 million homes and rent them out. They like to buy homes that are under $500,000. So those areas, they're hitting about 30% of those homes are being bought by investors. Now, out of those 30% of those homes being bought by investors, most investors are paying cash. About 70% of investors pay all cash. So it's really hard to compete against these investors if you're looking to buy a home for yourself. The investors, you're competing against them, and they have all cash offers. Look I'm a real estate broker, and when I have a client and let's say there's an all cash offer and it comes in at a million, okay, all cash for $1 million, but there's one getting a loan and he's at $1,050,000. Well, sometimes it's not worth the extra $50,000 because a lot of those deals fall through because they don't have appraisals, their contingencies aren't met when they have to get a loan. But all cash deals, I know that's going to close, and that's going to close in about 7 days. So all cash deals are accepted over a loan. That's all I want to say on that. But you're competing. You're competing against the Blackstones, the BlackRocks. But you know who you're competing against now? You're competing against the federal government. The federal government's going to buy $25 billion worth of home. It's in the spending bill. $25 billion in home purchases. Federal government's going to make them. I don't know what they're going to do with them. I guess they're going to lease them out to low-income households. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But now you got to compete against against the corporations are buying them, against investors that go in and they buy them, and against now the federal government. This is fascinating to me. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Actually, I am sure. I'm sure it's bad. It's not a good thing. Okay. Now, what else is going on in the real estate market? Well, they're going to make it easier to get loans, to get conforming loans. Now, what's a conforming loan? A conforming loan is one that gets bought. You see, the bank makes you the loan, but then they sell it to Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, and they don't hold the loans. But that loan has to be conforming. Now, in my area, conforming loans go up to about $750,000. I know some areas of the country it's only about to $550,000. But what's the government talking about doing? They're talking about making the conforming loans go up to $1 million. Now, why do you want a conforming loan? Well, let's say a mortgage right now is running about 3.2% for a 30-year fixed on a conforming loan. Now, if you get the conforming loan, it's about 3.2%. But if you get a jumbo, what's called a jumbo loan, that's bigger than the conforming loan. Right now in my area, conforming loans go about up to $750,000. But if you need $1 million loan, you can't get a conforming loan. You got to get what's called a jumbo loan. And a jumbo loan will run you about, almost 0.5% more. So instead of paying 3.2%, interest, you're paying 3.7%. You need the jumbo loan. Well, what's the government going to do? They're going to raise up the conforming loan rates to $1 million. Okay, so this makes it easier for people to get a conforming loan and keeps the interest rates artificially low. Now, keep in mind the government already, they're buying those $40 billion of mortgages every month to keep the interest rates low. You see, there's no price discovery. We don't know what a home should sell for. I just use extreme caution right here if you're a buyer of a home. And if you're a buyer, I would even tell you to wait. Why wait? Well, because to see how this plays out. Look, there's a lot of these mortgage forbearances that haven't hit the market yet. A lot of these evictions are happening right now, and those maybe they come on as inventory. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but I do think there's going to be a major correction in real estate. Now, that's going to take some time to play out. It's not going to happen today. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but there will be a Black Friday sale coming in real estate, and that's going to be in the new year. Look between Thanksgiving and Christmas, not much is happening. People start to look to put their property on it right in the January, February time frame, and that way they can get ready for the March, April, and May selling season. So look for inventory coming on the market. I think that inventory is going to send the market lower. I do. That's my opinion. Now, I'm a real estate broker. I'm supposed to go out there and tell you it's a great time to buy. Nobody else is shopping. Only you're shopping. Everybody else is out in the store shopping for Christmas. You should go out and buy a house right now, right now, right now. That's what real estate agents tell their clients. I'm a little bit different. Don't buy it right now. Wait if you can. Wait it out. I'm telling you, 2022 is going to be a rough year because I think we're going to get a crash in the stock market in 2022. And I think the major real estate, they don't really call it the crash. It just kind of drifts lower and lower and lower until they find the price discovery for the homes. Nobody knows what a home's supposed to sell for, but I'm pretty sure in my neighborhood they sell for $2 million for little tract homes, little 1,300 square foot homes. That's just insanity in my opinion. That's not where prices should be. There's no price discovery though, so people have to bid. But you wait. Give it 6 months and let's see what happens. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Some people think homes are going to double from here. I am not one of those people. I think they might get cut in half. Half. That's right. 50% off sale. Now, that might be a time to pick them up. We'll see what happens. Stock market's having a sale today. Having a Black Friday sale. Should you be buying this dip? Yes, I think you should. Should you buy it today? That I'm not so sure on. We may get a little bit more downside this coming week. But 1,000-point down day, that might just be the start. But this dip is going to get bought. But why? Because they're going to pump the money in. The spending bills, the inflation bills. Inflation's going to continue to go up, and that may wreak havoc on the market. But this market is still going higher. Yeah, there's going to be a dip. And I think it's got more to play out this coming week. We'll see. But I do think this dip is going to get bought up. I do not believe this is the big crash. Anyways, I just wanted to get a little quick video in today. Everybody had Thanksgiving yesterday. They're out in the store shopping today. We'll see what happens next week. Give me a thumbs up if you like this stuff. Punch the subscribe button if you really like it. I'm Tall Mike. Get out there. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk again next week. Bye-bye now.